Hello, mate.
Hello again.
Number 19.
Number 19.
Dad on this week.
We've got a dad on.
Daniel. Hello, mate. How are you?
Good, mate. Not bad.
Good.
Yeah.
Relative. Yeah, you're local.
Yeah, just down the road, literally. It's took me, 4 minutes to get here.
Oh,
so,
it's nice, isn't it?
managed to
Mate, when you
sort
said that
it
in the messages, it was like, gave you the address, and you were like, yep, saying we're there a few minutes away, so, mate, sick. Thanks for coming, mate.
That's all right.
It was quite short notice. What was it? Today?
Yesterday. I think the
Yeah,
message went out. Yeah,
yeah,
yesterday.
so-
You available?
Mate,
Yeah.
so straight into it, mate. Just tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about yourself, what you do, your kids, your family. Just go for it.
Okay, lived in Shrewsbury now for 10 years. So, me and my wife Lucy. So we've got Bessie, who's just gone 10, and then we've got Indio, who's 8. So Indio is nonverbal, quite highly autistic on the spectrum. And we moved to Shrewsbury when Bessie was about 18 months. So India was pregnant. So I'm originally from Birmingham. Lucy's from Prestatyn, and the idea was to move to Shrewsbury to be between both families, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then so obviously Bessie, 18 months older than Indio, typical, gone through primary schools, doing really well. So he goes to the local primary, went to nursery, and then we kind of noticed probably when Bessie was 2, you do those like milestone kind of things.
Yeah.
So she was doing the the one thing she struggled with when you go to these meetings, you have to go to like a house and stuff, and we kind of like sorted it out, and you had to do these like weird like little milestones. So she had to like thread a cotton through like a reel.
Oh right, yeah.
And there's other little things you had to do when they were 2, and we were worried about this. Oh, she can't quite do this, and we used to be worried that she wasn't going to be okay. So she used to speak like the da da do this kind of thing. It was that kind of language.
Yeah.
So we kind of knew. So then when we come to India, we were like at I think probably about 14, 15 months. We were like, there's something not quite right. We've not got the eye contact. He wasn't pointing. There were things that, and then we just realised then there was some sort of issues and delay. So we got some assessments done when he was about 2, and at the time they called it delay because they wouldn't give it a title at that age. I think that was the kind of thing. So we're probably talking like 6 years ago, really. And then as he was getting older, there were more and more meetings, more and more people getting involved. And he was probably 2.5 when I had a meeting with the council and different specialists, and they watched him, and psychologists, and we got different reports back. And again, they kept saying this severe delay. And there wasn't much else that they could do at that, I think, at that age, because he was preschool age. And again, as days and weeks are going by, we're struggling with him getting to sleep, and little things we're just starting to notice. And we've just gone where we are now, really, like, getting him into school and doing the usual things that we do, going to the same places. You talk about the quarry and Sainsbury's and those usual fun trips that we do. But there's a lot of things that he really loves and we do. He's got quite an obsession with water at the moment.
That sounds
Yeah.
Swimming is his like massive joy. School are great. They take him swimming once a week. We try and take him swimming as much as we can. And it's just getting that familiar, keeping it as familiar as possible. And I think I was listening to one of your talks in the car actually today. I don't remember what it was, and you were talking about routes you take. So he's got used to me going in the car. So I'll go in the car and I'll like come out of our house and I'll go right to go swimming. But if I turn left to take him to school, he starts getting annoyed. He'll start and bang the windows and like kick out. And I've just suddenly realised that's what he's doing. He thinks because it's me, I'm going swimming. So I've changed my job slightly. So I do the school runs on a Friday, and I've suddenly realised I've got to go a different way.
Yeah.
So, and it's not easy to go a different way because, like, you kind of like go one way normally. So we've worked it out. That's what it's like. But we've got challenges, but we kind of, I think, like his age now, we've kind of accepted a lot of things. Things were difficult, particularly around sleep, food, and then Lucy, his mum, my wife, her having to do big bulk of it, with me working. That's the way we kind of did it, and I think it kind of worked for us.
Yeah.
not having much money, which has always been an issue.
Yeah, of course.
And then in getting into school was a real barrier as well.
Where is he now? What school is he at?
So it's Fitzroy Academy. It's not far from us. It's great, and the council in the end, because I think one of the big mistakes we made, we probably home tutored for too long. So we were kind of just left. We didn't get, no one ever came to the house. No one ever contacted us. So for like 12 to 18 months, we just got by with what we could do.
Just off the grid.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think because we were out of sight, out of mind, no one.
Yeah, I suppose you're not kicking up a fuss, or
No.
they need to worry about you too
Yeah.
much. You're just like, all right, they can just sort themselves out.
And I think as a teacher as well, I was kind of like, I'd been involved in children that come out of education and, trying to get them back in, and horror stories from social services, people go around knocking. And I was expecting, like, every few weeks someone knocking on the door, making sure,
Yeah.
is the lounge all right, is the kitchen tight, all that.
Yeah.
But no one ever came. It was
Wow.
like, quite surprising. So then we knew there was a new school opening, so Keystone...
God, yeah.
Is it Keystone in just the other side of Shrewsbury?
Yeah.
That was opening. And they were going to open up, but they weren't quite fully opening yet. And they said, we're going to open to Indio's age group. That didn't happen. So we got him into a special school, and it just didn't work. It was COVID at the time, around 2020, and we just couldn't. It just wasn't working. What he was doing through it, and he kind of regressed. So we got him to do like simple sounds and like little like canon things. So we worked on like quite a few different therapies. So it was like hug the doll, bang the hammer, wheel the car, and he was kind of getting those little actions to kind of build on things. So we were building up that, and you could do some basic sounds. So you'd start with and k and s. So we were getting these kind of sounds out. But then when he was going to school and we were working on that, it just wasn't happening. So we were saying, we're doing these things, and they were like, well, we want to do these, or try and use the PEX cards, and we'll do these kind of things and things like that, and try the Macathon, that kind of thing. We were like, yeah, fine, if that works. But then things with like the PEX cards, so we got a bit obsessed with papers, we'd eat them.
Right.
So we were like, it's not working.
Yeah. You're almost giving him something that he's got this thing about eating stuff, and then you're kind of literally putting that stuff in his face constantly, trying to teach him something. It's going to be very difficult to teach him PEX if he's going to be like... Yeah,
and that's what we
I can eat
found
that.
with the cards.
Yeah.
And then he got a bit obsessed with paper, so we'd eat the paper off the crayons. So it's a way we'd calm him in the supermarket, so we'd get him some crayons.
Yeah.
He'd bite the paper, and it's like that... is it Pika?
Pika,
Yeah, he's kind of like that. So and then we struggled at home really, and we couldn't get him into a school. So the local authority, in the end, we said, look, can you help us? Blah blah blah. I said, well, and then in the end, we went to an ombudsman because they wouldn't help, and it could have been quite severe. We were thinking, well, was it going to be court? Was it going to be that kind of stuff? So we literally they couldn't get him into a school.
Wow.
Or they wouldn't get him into a school. So they was just saying, look, you're not going to let him go to this one. And then everywhere else was too far. So it was like, will you go to, Wrexham or Newtown? Like, well, that's over an hour and a half in the car.
Bloody hell.
There
So
and
we were
back,
like,
yeah.
so he wasn't, so where he is now at Fitzroy, you've got to be 7. Because that's still as a, so that's key stage 2. So they were basically saying, we can't get him in anywhere key stage 1. Or they didn't do anything to get him in anywhere key stage 1. And in the end, Lucy had to spend so much time providing evidence, and in the end, we got like a small payout. The council admitted they were at fault, not finding him any education for about 18 months. We were advised not to go too far back. They said that that's the appropriate thing to do, because you can't just you have to accept that, what you want.
Yeah.
And then we got, they said they apologised. They said we should have done something about it. Lucy got some payment towards, the time that it put in the stress.
Yeah.
The fact that she couldn't work. And then they said, like, we've got this placement that we'll fund. He's doing really well there. He's been there just over 12 months now. And we find the setting quite good. So they've got little, like, yurts. Mm-hmm. So to start with, he can go in, be comfortable with a blanket and what he likes, the treats that he likes, the sweets that he likes, the things that he likes to do. So whether it be like ice cubes or things that he likes to play with. And we started off and he'd keep pulling his pants down, having a quilt round him, and be comfort, kind of like what he does at home. So we had to no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But they're really good with him and stuff like that. And slowly over the year, he really likes it now. So we managed to get him. We use AAC device using the iPad.
Yeah, my lad's just started using one.
Yeah, and it's good. The school are great. So it's like Indio Go School. My son talks to him kind of thing. It's just literally just pressing on the iPad. But what we found is he's like, if you can find someone out there that can find some sort of case that can stop breaking iPads and iPhones and we must be on. I must be on my 9th phone.
Oh, really?
8th tablet. And luckily we got Amazon do a 2-year refund and replace.
Yeah.
And we're on. I don't know how many we're on, but I'm on them.
And Amazon keep kicking it out.
Yeah, because it's part of their.
Fair play to them.
Well, one of them they said.
You think there'd be a fair usage policy in there? Or
well,
something,
they just said we're going to give you £60 now. You can't have.
Oh, okay. So they've got to that point.
Yeah, but then we bought another one, and that's got another 2.
Again,
so it starts. So but if anyone's got a case, I'm quite happy to find a case somewhere.
Wow.
But he just gets angry with them.
Right.
Yeah.
But what he does is he will watch something. So there's something that he watches. He used to watch a long time ago. It's like a Fast Frank or something, and this little character goes off, and he goes around the Amazon, and we'll go around Timbuktu or whatever, and he comes back and he's on this little train, but it gets him upset. But he wants to get upset. It's quite a weird.
Okay.
And we have to accept that he's letting out some sort of emotion. I don't know why. I've not known it. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed
like he's getting almost a dopamine.
He wants to get upset
from the emotions of getting upset. That's interesting.
I don't know what, and he starts, and then all of a sudden he's fine.
Huh.
It just like relaxes him.
Yeah. Someone who
he's gone through the emotion, like we all do, I suppose.
Yeah,
we watch, I don't know, a film, we cry at a film, or we.
Well, there might be somebody out there that can explain.
Yeah, I don't.
Somebody is going to listen to this and go, "I know what that is."
I know what that is. Yeah.
And he wants to find it.
Pull that a bit closer.
He wants that. Hit, I suppose. I don't know.
Like that emotional hit. Yeah.
But then once he's done it, he will watch something else. So we go. So at home we've got our front room is basically, we call it a playroom, and I've had to
That's common for the front room to get.
But I've got like a hammock, and he will swing, and we've only got a traditional normal 3-bed, so it's our dining room, and you'll watch him swing, and he'll kick from the one wall and come out the door.
No way.
And he will go all the way through.
Wow.
I've got a few plaster jobs to do in that room at the moment now, but he has that room, so we've got the telly on. And the one thing he really likes is the different Disney films. So he's one of his main communications is if he makes a noise, he doesn't want to watch it. So he'll just get that kind of noise. So I go, right, Beauty and the Beast. No.
That's a no. Right,
yeah.
Okay.
Toy Story. Right, do you want to watch Inside Out? And there'll be silence.
Okay, so silence.
So I press play, and he will sit and watch it for an hour.
That's really good.
Quite content.
Yeah.
But that's taken.
Yeah.
There's been lots of steps to that.
Yeah.
We can't make Lydia watch any.
I can't get Aiden. Thomas, I keep saying Aiden, aren't you? Yeah. If he listens to this, he's like, Dad, can you not keep saying my
Disney
name?
films? Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm 18. I'm not autistic.
But I follow a mum. I can't remember. I need to remember her now. But she posts quite a lot, and they've just done it. They've got like a projector up, and the lad, he goes up, and he'll now even almost press restart for it to play again.
Oh, wow.
So you can create like a little watch list on the Disney thing, and it's just got about 8 or 9 films that he'll watch. And school have been good, so they've printed out some Beauty and the Beast pictures, and he's got like a window.
Oh, that's good.
So he'll kind of communicate that that's what he likes. But yeah.
And what's day-to-day life like? Because everything you've said there, that sounds like it could be stressful, but we weirdly get used to what other people would look at and go, how the hell are they coping with that?
Yeah. I generally do sleep time. We've worked out through trial and error for a long time. So he sleeps in the lounge. We've got a big settee.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
When you say lounge, is this the playroom as well?
No, this is a traditional the family lounge.
Got you. Okay.
So we just got a big L-shaped settee, So we basically worked that he can't ever have a nap.
Okay.
That was just like, we used to call them danger naps. Even in the car, we have to try and keep him awake.
Because you know he won't sleep.
We know he won't sleep
Okay.
at night. So if he does, you're looking at like 2-3 o'clock before he gets to sleep.
Yeah.
So we just have to accept the fact that we've worked it, that around 11 o'clock, that's my job kind of thing. Lucy and Bessie will go to bed.
Yeah.
She'll read her a story in bed. She'll do her homework, whatever that is that's going on. Lucy will go to sleep, and I'll get him to sleep. We tried melatonin probably 4 years ago on like a low dose of about 2 milligrams.
Yeah.
Made him worse. It was a nightmare.
Was it getting him to sleep?
No,
It wasn't even getting him to sleep?
it was making him worse.
Wow.
We found that with Lydia. I think she was on 1 mil to start off with, and it wasn't having any effect. And then we stopped, and then we went back because literally her sleep was horrendous. And they said, 2 mil, but I think they said 1 mil before she goes to bed. If she wakes up like at 2-3 o'clock, then give her the other mil. If it's after that, don't bother. And then we had a week where she was dropping off, and we thought, maybe we've cracked it a little bit. She's still waking up, but she was dropping off. And then just the opposite effect. Yeah. Like a week later, it was like she became immune to it.
So what we had I think it must have been as he got older. So then they suggested going up to 6 mil. So it's working now. So if he'll have 6 mil, it'll get him to sleep. So I give it him at 10 o'clock. Between 10:30 and 11, he'll start to go to sleep. And we have good days and bad days.
Yeah.
So
that's difficult though, isn't it? The sleep thing's really difficult, and then not having, like you say, it could be anywhere between 10 and 11, or then you've got good days, bad days. You just have no routine, do you?
No.
You have no routine as a couple as to right, we can chill out now. We can we'll stick something on and we'll watch it. It's just like every night you're thinking, what are we in for?
Yeah, it's that not knowing. If it wouldn't be so bad if you knew, okay, I only get 4 hours of sleep every single night of the week, and I know what those hours are. All right, I'll deal with it. It's that not knowing.
But it has been better the last, say, 6 months.
That's good.
So he's doing probably 4 or 5 nights a week now where we will sleep through till we have to wake him.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
Or he'll wake up in the night. So eventually, once he goes to sleep, we'll go to bed.
Yeah.
And you'll hear him come up the stairs. And then we have good days where he'll go straight to sleep. Or you can see he's awake now.
Yeah.
And we have to just accept.
Full steam ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be 5, it can be 6. Or he has gone to 9 o'clock. There are times where he will get a good sleep.
Yeah.
And there's no theory to it. We
No
used to
rhyme
think
or
it's,
reason.
Yeah.
No, we think it's, has he done loads of play today?
Oh, well, we've tried
Has he
that.
been swimming?
We kept sleep diaries we were told to keep, and then we'd have days where we absolutely took her out, worn her out, and sometimes she'd sleep. Sometimes it'd have the opposite effect. We'd have days where we stayed in, and then she'd sleep. There's like absolutely nothing we could pinpoint it to where it would stop this kind of madness.
But I say the melatonin, it's working now. And the only other thing we can do it to is him going to the toilet, etc. And then what he's eating. That you can try and if he's he can be obviously the melatonin can cause constipation and stuff. So we can go a couple of days without going to the toilet. But when he does, you can just see him look. He's not got because he can't tell us. We don't know if he's got a stomach ache. Yeah. You're doing that constant. Has he got a cough? Has he got a cold? Has he got an earache?
Yeah.
Is it a tuft coming out? Is it his tummy? Has he banged himself? All that you're trying to eliminate, and you try Calpod and you try things, and then normally you try and work it out what works best. But it is better. But we're currently waiting. So we've managed to get a disabled adoption grant for the house.
Okay.
So this was about maybe 3 years ago we started it. So we were advised to, you can get this money because a traditional 3-bedroom house, garage, and we've only got one toilet. So we've got potties all around the place and toilets all around the place. And again, good days and bad days. He's been pretty good, but the obsession with water means he'll constantly he's weeing all the time. So you're in the toilet, go to the toilet, India toilet.
Yeah.
So they provided us with a couple of commodes. So we've got commodes now in the house. But because the player room is his, and the lounge is his bedroom, we can apply for additional funding. So we're just waiting on planning permission. It's taken a long time. There's like a scoring system, and you get like so many points. So I mean, what have you currently got in your house? Do you own the house? And there's a whole questionnaire thing you have to fill in, and then there's like a waiting list. So you either gold, silver, or bronze. I don't know if you've come across this.
I've
before.
not. This is new to me.
This is great.
Yeah. So you get. So we at the point system worked out. Someone comes to the house. They have a look around. They check what you've got, what you need. So I think basically what it come down to, because Indio's essentially got the 2 rooms downstairs. We need another room. So we've got a garage that hopefully will be converted to a downstairs toilet. And his bedroom. So then we get a lounge back.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you just accept it, because obviously the other me, Lucy, Bessie, his sister, it's just making sure that we can, because otherwise it can be, and this is what they put down, you know, Bessie can just be stuck in a room.
Yeah.
And then either Lucy's stuck in the bedroom, you know, she'll be sitting there reading a book, and but obviously Lucy's done the day with him before he was in school.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something positive that's come out of it. And then the other thing that we only recently got with his school, because we don't use a taxi or anything like that, we didn't even know, you can apply for funding because we travel him to and from school.
Yeah.
So they work out the mileage, and we get basically support because we take him to and from school, as opposed to a taxi with chaperones. And that's great. But I think you can only go. You can't backdate that. That has to be when you start.
Yeah.
So they give you 11 payments. So we get 11 payments. They don't pay through August because they're not at school, but they will pay for the other things. And that's helped obviously as well because there's only me working.
Yeah.
But as he's now more school and I can do a day off here and there, Lucy's now just started and managed to get back into work. So she's got a job at the local college.
Fantastic. And that'll do a lot of good, just getting out and
we're
talking to people and seeing people.
Normal life,
Just getting away from just dealing with autism all the time.
Yeah, and obviously we've got Bessie as well, so a big part of we try and do things, we struggle to do things together. So again, we've just got the ball rolling with hopefully getting a PA from his school. So someone's been and can assess. So there'll be the actual LSA or TA from his school will come and they're going to assess how many hours we get. So you can get between normally 2 and 4 hours a week.
Okay.
And that can either help for what you want it for. So it can be either before and after school, if it's like a work thing, or it could be something where me, Lucy and Bessie could go out on a Saturday and they'll look after India.
I was going to ask you that
Yeah.
about how like strain on the family, because with other siblings, it's so easy. You're putting all your time and attention into the kid that's got additional needs, and it's so easy to the other kid not get forgotten, but to kind of end up on the wayside a little bit.
Yeah, and we try whatever she wants to do. So it's, she used to do swimming, jiu-jitsu, and we would go backwards and forwards. Yeah, she used to do. I mean, she doesn't do it anymore. But luckily, she plays football. So Saturday mornings, I'll take her football. She'll play her football, and obviously being a bit older now, she has the odd sleepover with her friends.
Yeah.
She's just done her own little school residential. So there's things, and we've just tried to, and she just accepts that. I think it's been difficult at times. She got upset at school a couple of times when someone says, "Oh, what your brother? Why doesn't your brother talk?" So they've made other kids have made conversations.
Yeah.
But that was a few years ago, and she's kind of got. I suppose it's been her life. She's not known any different.
No.
Her little brother doesn't talk.
Yeah.
And she used to say, "Oh, when will Indio talk? When will he say something?" And she's gone. She goes, "Say Bessie, say Bessie." Because she hears me go, "Daddy, you try and say good morning, Indio. We just try and stimulate it."
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got easier if you get what I mean. But then there's been other barriers. So like we've just been refused to get the higher mobility because they've taken all the assessments from him when he was 2. So things have changed. He's bigger now, for example. So he'll kick the windows, he'll kick the front.
They're basing whether he gets higher mobility on the assessments he had when he was 2.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So even though there are other assessments done, So he gets the high for the one, but if you want to, so basically we're trying to say we need an adapted car, with a seatbelt that he doesn't have to get out, and a car he can get out of. Obviously, we've got the child locks in the back. So when he's with school, they've got these cars where they go off, and they're more like a 7-seater. And you see, I've seen other families where they sit in the back, no one in the middle, and then parent driving. So. Because he can just jump out, he can just grab the gear stick, he can just grab the handbrake, etc. Or he can boot the back of your seat, that kind of stuff. I don't know if you get that, you guys get that.
Not at the moment.
No, I'm all right at the minute.
Yeah. So with the mobility part, if you get the higher, I can't remember what they call it, but we get the low for the one. So basically, he's virtually unable to walk unattended, so you have to hold his hand everywhere you go.
Oh, yeah.
But he will bolt. So he generally hasn't done it for a few years, but he can be prone to just go. He's gone. He's quite big, he's quite strong. We don't like to say it to Bessie, but he's taller than Bessie, even though he's 18 months younger. These are things that, and so what we did is we applied, we had to wait. We kept getting letters saying it's going to be another 4 weeks. They said, we've looked at your case, you don't get the height to get the car back. To get an adapted car is what we were after. But they said, so they're going to, what they do now is they reassess the case, but you go back to the bottom of the list. So you have to wait another 26 weeks. So they'll look at it again, and then you appeal. So it's just waiting.
Wow.
I like that you're touching on actually trying to get things that you're potentially entitled to. A lot of people, when they're entitled to stuff, they're like, oh, I don't want to go for it. And I'm like, no, just go for it. If you need it, go for it.
We went so long with nothing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we find, there's this.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons why, I think your podcast is doing well and why I'm here today really is to just try and get everyone started. You've got to start early because you could be waiting 2 or 3 years.
I think it's important what you said then about not backdating. Like,
some things do, some things don't.
Yeah, for the ones that don't, stop hanging about. Just if you're thinking of going for it, go for it now, because otherwise, you might miss out on quite a lot, considering they don't backdate. And by the time you do get it started, you're probably going to have to wait a while anyway.
It's a long process, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because what they'll do is, I think, the high ability you get, I think you get £80 a week. And what they'll do is that £80 a week, they'll get you a car, and then with the car, you can get your adaptation to whatever you need, and then they'll pay the insurance, but then obviously you don't get the £80. It's gone in the car.
Yeah.
But what we had the problem is our cars were just getting older, and they're literally the one car we had a big bill to fix it, and we were like, well, how are we going to get him to school and back? So it was only when we didn't literally have a car that we knew that these things were out there.
Yeah.
So how did you find out about this then? Was it just through chance, word of mouth? Because we've said before, there's no guide to what, like the process of getting your child diagnosed. There's no guide to really, do the HCP, claim the DLA, all this sort of stuff. It's literally from speaking to other parents or seeing a post on some social media that you educate yourself. But how did you guys find out about this?
I think it was mostly through Lucy on Instagram and me getting the odd bit here and there. And then
it's not publicised, is it?
No, they certainly don't go, by the way, your kid's autistic.
Yeah,
here's a list of all the things you're entitled to.
Yeah.
And then there are guides out there.
It's like a treasure hunt.
So there's certain words you have to use, like virtually unable to walk.
Yeah.
So he can walk.
Yeah.
But he can't. He doesn't understand traffic. He doesn't understand there's a car coming. So we got a blue badge, and you can park in certain places, and you start seeing what you can do.
How easy was it for you to get the blue badge?
I think we got it straight away.
Yeah, we did.
We're the only people that
I think we got
they've
straight
literally
away.
We waited ages. Then it got to Shropshire Council got involved in it, and then they were like, "Oh no, you need to supply all this additional information."
I mean, we did give some other information.
No, we gave some, and they were just like, "No, we want more and more and more."
What have they asked for? What extra stuff?
I need to go back to it, but there's we want reports from the paediatrician, occupational health.
I think we did send all that.
Yeah, we did that.
But the thing we had the problem with was we're getting because it runs out every 2 years. It was getting the next one.
Yeah. So they would just automatically give it to you. You have to go.
Yeah, you have to reapply.
Yeah. Right.
I think you have to still make sure you had the photo and the same kind of stuff. I'm not 100% certain, to be honest, but it was to get in the. We found the one thing that really helped was that +1 card.
Oh, I've seen that.
Access
We've been looking at
card.
that for Alton
Trips.
Towers and stuff. Yeah,
that's the kind of. But a lot of places use that as almost like a form of ID. So it's another thing you've got. So in your tick box list, passport, blah blah blah, what it says. The accent, I've got it on me actually. But yeah, that helps with things like you say, if you want to go to Alton Towers or whatever.
Okay. Yeah,
That
we've just
gets
applied
you-
for one of those. So that essentially is like an additional bit of information and kind of evidence that you've got a kid that has additional needs because you've had to jump through hoops to get that.
Well,
So,
that's
so
interesting.
but that gets you be able to not have to queue on the rides.
Yeah.
So if there's a 90-minute wait, you haven't got to wait. You know, that kind of stuff. That's the thing you get. But what I've noticed is that's the same card I use for me to not have to pay to go swimming. So because he's a +1, he has a carer that doesn't. So different things start to become a bit more manageable. So I have to pay for his swimming, which is strange. But then I don't have to pay.
You're the carer.
Yeah, because I'm the carer.
Yeah.
So that works out quite, because it can be £7-8 a time because that's what he loves. But yeah, I have to pay for him, which seems odd, but anyway.
Yes.
And then the other way around with so if I want to take him to, I'm looking to try and start getting going to football matches. Lucy thinks I'm mad, but they've been brilliant. Those that I'm a Birmingham City fan, so they've been great and they provide. So basically, I've just got to pay for my £5 carer ticket, and he goes for free.
That's good.
So that's like So if we want to go, but he has to go to the game. I'm going to try it. We're going to try the train. He loves the car, loves trains, loves buses. So I'm just going to try it once.
You really want him to go, don't you?
Yeah. Well, it's
Come on, lad.
Yeah, the weekends are quite a struggle.
Yeah.
And that's because again, you haven't got that continuity. It's a different day. He's not going to school.
And I guess like when India was born, you were probably going as a dad. I've got a son now. I'm going to take him to the football.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this sort of thing.
Yeah.
So to have you've got to try, haven't you? You've got to try and see if you can have that thing that you two do together as well.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I totally
And
get
then
that.
following different people, like I think it's important that you try and follow people where the kid's a couple of years older than your child.
Yeah.
So one person in particular, Paul Scholes. His stuff with his. I mean, he's like
Aiden.
Yeah, I
His
think
son.
is he 18?
He's like, he's a teenager.
He's at his birth,
Sure. Yeah.
And you're seeing so I'm looking at what's happening, and I'm thinking of things like when he's got a shave and when he's got a that kind of they're little things that are in my head. Because I remember myself when I had to shave, it was one of those things that I had to do.
Yeah.
And it's just if he starts. And they're little things we struggle with, like cutting his hair, brushing his teeth, the usual things that you guys have had.
Yeah.
But it's not, and we find he gets so upset when you do his hair or you brush his teeth. But within minutes, he's absolutely fine.
He's over it,
so he'll go like that, and then he's fine.
Yeah.
And we get all upset because you literally have to hold him in a certain position. And as he's getting older, I'll have to hold him, and Lucy will gently cut. But we call it like a Peaky Blinder haircut, where it's all really tightly shaved, and just like a little bit on the top.
Yeah.
And it looks quite cool, actually. I'm just jealous, but and then brushing his teeth. I was trying to think. I came thinking of something to say. Yeah, the thing I find with the teeth is 2 toothbrushes.
Okay.
That's the way I find the best way of doing it.
How are you doing that then? What's the?
So I'm normally holding him, say. So he'll bite that brush, but then the other one's going in.
Oh, okay.
And that the dentist said that. So we were concerned about the dentist, actually, and they only can quickly look at his mouth.
Yeah.
And they're just looking for little black bits, the dentist was saying. They're just checking. Because he's been losing his teeth. And by the way, that doesn't bother him. He'll do that. And then the next day, his tooth's gone. And we're like, where was it?
Oh, my God.
And it's one of the most weirdest things. It's never bothers him. We find 2 toothbrushes is the way, because you can get the ones he won't like it, he'll shake, he'll bite on it, he'll try and swing for you.
But then while he's biting,
and then you've got the other one on the go. So, and that's the dentist said that.
And it's so important to brush their teeth. It's important, and it is upsetting. All the pinning them down and holding them. But like I've said before, the alternative, which is potentially teeth removed, fill-ins, all that horrendous. You'll wish you pinned your kid down.
Going on the general anaesthetic.
Going through all of that, because that would be horrendous.
So the dentist have said if there is an issue, he would have to be sedated.
Yeah.
So we're preparing ourselves for that. But they're saying as long as the child teeth or the baby teeth, whichever you want to look at it, you don't need to worry so much.
Because they're going to fall out.
Yeah, it's that habit you want to build that you're building in.
Yeah.
So the 2 toothbrushes works. Other things like he used to love baths, doesn't like them anymore. Oh. Doesn't like being washed. Wow. So it's like a quick gets it, and he knows it's coming.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll soap my hands. Lucy will soap her hands, and we'll just try and clean him as quick as we can.
Wow.
But he'll be sat in the bath fine, and he'll be looking at us, and he's watching us from the door, and we don't, you can't shut the door with him in the bath. So like we just kind of like just hide a little bit, and then he's quite content, and he'll be splashing, and he'll be quite happy.
You're quite a good team by the sounds.
We try, we do, and it's sometimes we're not together as a team, which is quite sad. You know, we'll swap.
Yeah.
But
you're giving the other one a bit of respite there as well, aren't you?
Yeah. And to be fair, we've got Lucy's auntie. Literally she's just gone home. She comes down, and we went to the cinema for the first time in 12 months the other day.
Nice.
Which was nice.
Yeah.
We went out for a meal, and we just literally went out for a beer. Just for an hour.
Sometimes it is just that.
Literally
We've said that before, haven't you? It's just going out for an hour. And
it used to be kind of booking a day off just during daytime when she was in daycare or something like that. Sometimes it wasn't even nights out. It was just like lunch dates that you'd end up going on. And you can probably count the amount of times in a year that you've actually done something as a couple.
Yeah, and we just get on. It's I suppose it's our normal.
Yeah.
We
Has it changed the relationship at all? Like, is it stronger? Is it just changed the dynamics at all? Is it more like I don't know, like my wife and I were like, there's a weird, like, team thing. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
We're like, we still love each other and everything, but there's just got a weird team best mate vibe going on. And
it's almost just that tag team thing, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, doing it together, like the brushing of the teeth when he has to have his hair cut. They're kind of things we've got to do these things. But everything else will kind of, so Lucy will do the cooking and get all the food ready, and it's preparing 4 meals essentially.
Yeah.
But it gets better with, things have got better. There's more foods that he'll eat now, whereas before it was literally just
I think the first kind of 3-4 years are particularly difficult. I mean, when you're trying to navigate it or get your head round it, you probably don't have anybody else in your social network that's going through what you're doing, and then you start going into like education, you meet other parents, you start building a bit of a network, and they're starting to develop, and it does get a bit easier. We're noticing it already with Lydia, and she's only been in school 4 weeks now, coming up to her 4th week. This things are becoming easier in that sense. Yeah.
Still sleeping, all right?
Yeah, she went to bed 9 o'clock last night and was up at 6.
And it's that school. It's that
like
routine, circadian rhythms all kicking in, and like consistently being awake, mind activated, whatever for and learning. She's learning. She's learning new stuff.
She needs to sleep.
So. How did, and we talk, this is kind of usually one of the first things we talk about, how did you guys go from something's not quite right here to accepting it? And when you accepted it, we ask everybody this because it's the answer is usually the same. Did you both kind of accept it at the same time? Did one of you suggest it and the other one was like quite dismissive? Or were you both kind of on the same page? Can you remember?
Yeah, I think so. Lucy was more, he's autistic, there's an issue.
Yeah.
And I was more, more of a delay.
Yeah.
I think I went with the word delay that they diagnosed.
Yeah.
And just thought he was going to be a late developer.
Of course, because that's what they used. They said delay. So,
and at the time, he was young. I mean, he was 2.
Yeah.
We knew there was something not right. Mainly because of it, we'd gone through the process with his sister.
Yeah.
And I think just reading what they do and what's the suggested thing. I think America are a lot ahead than we are with support with that kind of stuff. So then Lucy was doing lots of research. What's the best thing to do? You can accelerate certain things with certain therapies, and you can start doing things. So we did ABA therapy for a while, and Lucy, I was like, it's very expensive, but we gave it a go to accelerate that. And I was always just a bit, we'll catch up. I just felt probably thinking of my own schooling and my own time. I didn't particularly do well in primary school, but I did okay when it came through. So I was kind of thinking, and you've only really got your own experiences, and we didn't know anybody else that was going through it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And we're not really big on social media anyway, so we don't. I suppose being a bit older when it all started and everything was going, with your Facebooks and your Twitter and your Instagrams, we weren't really involved in that. It was more about, we've got to get this sleep sorted, because if he sleeps, we sleep.
Yeah.
If he eats, his bathrooms and his toilet, all those things all were working better. So I think I was a lot more behind Lucy. And then it was kind of like, I did the big multi-agency meeting where there's like 8 or 9 people there and they're discussing him.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Lucy didn't want to go. I went in the end, and I was a bit blasé to it, really. And I think one of the hard things is you always try and downplay it.
Yeah.
It's not as bad.
Yeah.
But when you need something, you've got to go the other way.
Yeah.
You've got to make it sound, which sounds weird.
So good.
I don't know why you think that, because I always think I'm like, okay, you try and get the best of it. He does sleep. 1 night a week.
Yeah.
But then
you're trying to convince yourself.
It's so it's bizarre. Like when you need help, like DLA being a classic one, you could sit there and you end, because you don't want to, especially writing it down. You don't want to write the worst case scenario of everything. But actually, if you want to get the help that your kid deserves and you guys deserve, you have to put down the worst case scenario for everything.
But also when you got the DLA form and you're writing it down, and you have to. It forces you to be really honest with yourself.
Yeah, and articulate everything.
You go, so like you said before, it might just be a bit of a delay, or they'll catch up, When you've got the form in front of you and you're filling it out, it's sobering, because you just go, shit, this ain't...
It's a bit like when EHCPs come back for the review, don't they? And then they list everything they are doing and everything they're still not doing, and you read, like, isn't doing this, and you're just like, shit.
Yeah.
Because you forget it day to day. You forget what they're not doing.
Then you start looking for the little wins, and you're like, we did this today, they slept here, or they managed to pick a spoon up for one bite. You're like, it's amazing, it's amazing. And then
exactly
you get that form in front of you again, like, but
still.
can't do that. Oh, they're awful at this.
Have your friendship dynamics changed at all?
We moved, so it was all a little bit. So we'd only been literally in Shrewsbury for 6 months.
Oh, okay.
I was commuting to Birmingham for work, and I was trying to get jobs in Shrewsbury and around the area. But it was. I was noticing it was just getting hard. I was doing longer hours. I was stuck on the motorway, that kind of stuff. So then COVID happened, and then we were kind of like all together.
Yeah.
And we were just working things through.
Yeah.
And then things were just. As we were going through things were happening. So the EHCP we got someone else's EHCP, which was crazy.
Oh my god!
You've had this,
I've had
haven't you?
this, and someone else had it.
Yeah.
We had different. I mean, it was bad actually, because it even had the person's names and addresses on it. And
You didn't have each other's, did you?
It could have been. I don't know if we've got a photo of it somewhere. It would have been different ages, so I wouldn't have known.
But I emailed the woman back and I said, this isn't mine. And like you could tell the email was like, it was very professional, but behind it she was going, fuck. But yeah, I mean, what a huge ball to drop.
Yeah. And that's why they admitted fault in the end. But you're trying to get them into school. I mean, I think that was the mistake we made. We didn't realise home educating him meant you're on your own.
Yeah. Which is surprising, because you always get the feeling with home ed that because they don't want you to be home educating your kids, that they're almost on your case to find any excuse to legally stop you doing it. So the fact you guys were just left alone.
Yeah, I actually don't. I think it's different. I think they want you to home educate.
I think what you're saying is what they want for neurotypical kids.
Right.
Keep the neurotypical kids in school.
That was going to be my next question.
Oh my god, they're neurodiverse.
Yeah. Do you
have
think
them at home?
You were left alone because you've got a kid that's neurodivergent, and they're like, because essentially even with the new EHCP changes and everything, ideally it's like, hey, listen, no, we're not doing EHCPs in mainstream. So if you can't send them to mainstream and they can't get a specialist set in, then I suppose you're going to have to home ed.
Do you make their life easier by taking your child
100%.
out of the
so
system and home educate?
do you think that might be why you were left alone?
I think as soon as you say you're going to take charge of their education, they'll just go, great.
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
cheaper.
other thing. You only have to physically say, I would like Indio to be home educated.
Yeah.
Send it to their teacher. Done. There's nothing else done. There's no. You only have, and that's the same in traditional school.
Yeah.
There are schools that I know, where they go, that you can't be coerced into saying it. That has happened historically.
Yeah.
But you, as soon as you say it, because I'm freeing up a place for somebody else.
Of course you are. You're safe.
So in some ways they're thinking, well, we've got 8 people waiting here. One's going, we'll home educate. Great.
Cool. Now I've got
You're
7.
helping. But then you want to get back in,
Yeah.
which you're completely entitled to.
No refunds.
Yeah.
You
No
can't come
refunds,
back.
yeah.
You can't come back, mate.
But it's and then the one school couldn't take because they said they couldn't meet need, which was fine. But then it was like, oh, you can. I said he's only 7 or 6. You can't go hour and a half, 2 hours on a bus.
No, it's crazy.
And so it's worked out. The school that he's at now, it's built to his needs as well. So they look at his HCP. We've adapted it every day, and with the other students that are very similar to him. Although he was the youngest, but now he's a year older now. So he's technically what year would he be? Technically year 4. There's now a couple of year 3s that started. So a girl started, a lad started, and they're in these separate classrooms. He's always 1-to-1. And in the morning is normally you're trying to do your normal teaching, so they'll try and do some number or colour or songs with them in the morning. They'll follow that, and in the afternoon is they always go off site. So Monday swimming, but what they do is they'll do the things that he likes. So he goes to jumping, he go to Inflate a Nation in Telford.
Yeah.
He'll go to Area 51 in Telford. And then they'll try and build in like a cultural, so he'll go to Powys Castle or he'll go to the Derwin College. So they'll build a week, and so his afternoons are always off site.
Yeah.
And that's what he looks forward to. I mean, now, although they're writing his book to us backwards and forwards each day. And now earlier and earlier he's put his backpack on, ready to go. He's ready to go now.
That's a good sign, isn't it?
But it's getting earlier. So
in the day when he's there.
Yeah, when he's there.
Oh,
come home.
I want to go swimming.
not in the morning.
No, I want to go swimming now. I want to go to Area 51. It's time to go.
But
It's
it's
like,
great.
no, not quite right yet.
It's
not
really
yet.
good that they're doing that in the afternoon, because that's going to give them the incentive to go in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go through a bit of bullshit.
Yeah.
But then I get to do... The worst thing you could do is do all of the activities in the morning.
Yeah.
And then try and make them stay.
That's
That's
not
what we
gonna happen,
find.
is it?
So we
Yeah.
try. They always time it now. So the school are great. So his school finished at 3:30. They will pull in at 3:30,
Right.
and it's literally come into our car. If we're late or they're early, he won't want to go back into school. So he knows, I want to go home now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets to that point. He got a bit tired. He's probably a little bit hungry.
Yeah.
And we just follow the same things. He has a snack in the car on the way back. And Lucy and I just we just literally take it in turns now. And it's kind of working.
Yeah.
But again, it's taken so long to get there.
Yeah.
And I think the advice is like you were saying earlier, like just you got to apply early, do it, try and get what you can. Because we were like, things are going more on credit cards, and like we don't earn so much. Still got a big mortgage to pay, electric bills, mortgage,
everything's
interest
going up,
rates.
isn't it?
It all
And
adds
like-
up. We pulled a receipt the other day, and we're trying to track what's Thomas's and what's everything else.
Yeah.
And like, it's ridiculous. Despite the food side of it, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like it does. It really builds up. So all these people that harp on about, everybody's saying their kid's autistic because they just want to be able to get some DLA. It's like it doesn't even touch the sides, mate.
We had a really good psychologist come round actually, and she's written back the report to get the PA, to get the 4 hours, and she's the way it's worded is just so much more human than anything I've ever had before. It says, India, you came into me, you gave me a hug, and it's just worded rather than you normally read it. It's very like bullet pointy. It's so much more. I don't know if that's something they changed. I don't know if you've come across that.
Stuff in the past we've mentioned, it's quite clinical.
Yeah.
It doesn't bring the personality of the child out or anything else like that. It's just very clinical, some of the stuff you get back.
Yeah.
But literally, this one we've got last week, it's much more personable. You went in your playroom, you played on your swing, you got your tablet, you showed me your tablet. These kind of things.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very affectionate. Things thinks every man with a beard is me, basically. You know, so if he sees you, he's probably thinking that it's me himself.
Yeah.
You know,
So funny.
And he draws to that.
Yeah.
And the same when he sees people similar to his mum, he's very.
Yeah.
But you know, he'll come up to you and he'll just check your fat. You know, he'll touch you.
Yeah.
He'll give you a little. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with you.
Yeah.
And then he might bite your arm, or he might, you know, grab your leg. But that's the way he does it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had to stop him. He's done this thing where he's like kind of gnaws into my head. I said, oh yeah, to know it's me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the baldness or the stubbornness or whatever that is.
Yeah.
I think, you know, oh yeah, that's Dad. He'll get me to sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the routines are like, some holidays was tough. We struggled this summer. So we go to my parents' caravan, but he was so loud and banging the you know, because it was, you know, but we've been going for 5 or 6 years, and it's been great. And it was just this year, it wasn't quite enough stimulate for him. Like we go to this, there's got a swimming pool, which is great, which he loves. They've got like a stream, so it's near Minehead, so we go to the beach. But he just wasn't happy. Do you know what I mean? You could just sense it. So luckily, we didn't have to, you know, my parents are great, they let us use it. But yeah, that's the next thing now. Like we want to go, you know, if we can, we'd like to go. We went abroad before all his diagnosed, probably when he was about 2. But we've not. I mean, we're thinking, you know, we've seen things where you've got these fantastic water parks now that you can go to, and a lot more places.
Yeah.
So yeah, summer was tough. Just because we were, you know, we're off work, we're looking, you know, you get that kind of holiday feel, but it was actually harder. I found school is
Routine's gone out the window, isn't it?
easier.
Yeah.
But just for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your routine's gone out the window.
Yeah. And then things to do. Like he loves the garden. Our garden is just Indios basically. We've got spinny chairs, swings, slides, water tables, and he could be out there for a couple of hours. Again, we have to watch the water. Because he'll just keep drinking. So he gets the hose. He knows he wants the hose. I want it in here. I want a load of water in here. We've got to be careful. He doesn't pick up a bit of moss and he starts filling it up. But yeah, that's his little. And he finishes school, he'll go straight in the garden, play on his swings, play on his little bits.
Yeah,
Interesting that he loves water, but he's gone off having a bath.
Yeah, I think it's because he knows he's going to get washed.
Yeah.
So the bath has
okay.
become it.
Yeah.
He's getting washed.
So Lydia's routine now is similar to that. She'll finish school and she'll go straight in the garden.
Yeah.
Straight in the garden for about an hour and a half. She's managed to open the shed, so we put a chair. Somebody's put a chair. Literally, as soon as you open the door of the shed, there's like a little chair there, and she sits there, has a snack, wanders around the garden, goes on the trampoline, comes off, does a little thing. And we were just saying, like, this is her routine now. So we're moving into autumn, winter, and we're like, right, we're gonna have to get wellies.
Yeah, that's what we
like
do.
That.
Big coat on,
puddle
wellies,
suits.
awesome. Yeah. And we got like a little Wendy house. So when it rains, it's quite funny. He'll realise it's too wet. He'll have his little Crocs on, and he'll just go and sit in the inside so he's dry. And he's just watching it all. So he looks at his slide. And he's thinking, "Oh, I'd like to go on my slide, but I can't because it's too wet."
Yeah.
Or you can imagine his little mind going,
Yeah.
you know, I want to do that, but I can't.
She sits there, she watches the rain, or suddenly there's some big trees at the end of the garden, and she'll just stand there and just like watch the leaves blow in the wind and things like that. You just kind of think, yeah, I'd like to be in your head for a day just to see what it's like.
God, love to know what they're thinking.
Like, because something up there is just really calming for you, and you're just like staring at it.
But we've started. He has like his little thrones now. So he'll get into bed. He'll get cosy. He'll have his snacks. He'll have his tablet. And we've started calling him Little Lord Fauntleroy. So we've shortened that to LLF. So Little LLF.
Yeah.
So he'll literally just, and he honestly, he could be a couple of hours now. He'll have his Nutella, big spread. He'll have his Kinder bars. He'll have a bag of crisps, Pringles normally, or you know, other crisps are available. Yeah, and then other snacks, and he'll just be happy.
Yeah.
And content in a bed. He always wants to be in a bed, blanket on him. And I say we've tried all the heavy blankets. We've tried and the simplest things he likes. He likes to pull the bedding off and just have a quilt.
Yeah.
So the only thing we have to get occasionally is new quilts and that kind of stuff. But that's when he's content. He'll go to the other bedrooms after school. He'll have his snack, and he's just got a bit more content. But now he's started to bang. So it's just a bit more. He's slamming doors. And it's it's loud. Like we haven't got we've got mostly wood or tiles most around the house, and I'm like, we should just have a real thick carpet now. And he wants the vibration. There's some sort of sensory thing to it, or it's attention. I don't know. No idea what he's after. But so we'll just go, right, as he wants something to eat. Does he need the toilet? Right. Yeah. Should we go out in the car to, I don't know, McDonald's or... And you just do little things that just... It's like when you go to the shop, so we go to Sainsbury's or whatever. I use those mobility trolleys.
Yeah.
So I'll sit him in it, belt him up, and he'll be facing you. I think that's right. But you put your shopping in there. Yeah. So I watched one of the guys that does another... like not a podcast as such. He's written a book on autism and stuff like that. He's got 2 lads. And he goes around with a shopping trolley because he's a couple of years old in India. Shopping basket. And he'll go around and in India, we've just started doing it like around the Co-op or Sainsbury's basket and like he'll pick up his salami. He'll work out that he likes those crisps. I like those biscuits.
And he's putting them in the basket?
I'm putting them in the basket.
Oh, that's really good.
And then I'm sneakily getting the milk and the bread and what else we need. So it's like, and in the end, and then I'm quickly paying, and he's happy now. And we get back
quickly
in the car.
paying. Yeah. We all know that.
But when we go, I don't know if you go to the Sainsbury's, he loves the escalator at Next.
Oh, yeah. Really?
So I can do that 9 or 10 times. The staff are looking at me, and I'm like, oh. So he just gets on it, and you go up it, and then we'll turn around and walk down the stairs. Yeah. And that will get me through what we've got to do, whether it be go to Boots or Sainsbury's.
We did this a couple of months ago. It's exactly the same thing, but it was in M&S in town. Yeah. We were just like trying to get around and look at certain things, and then Lydia discovered the elevator. We took her up once, and then she's like, hands, and like, all right, we've got to walk down the stairs. I think we ended up doing it about 6 or 7 times, and the staff must have been thinking.
There's a lot of stuff like this that we do when we go to Aldi. So like he likes going to Sainsbury's and stuff like that, but he doesn't like going in the trolley anymore. We've realised he liked going to this shop in Bishop's Castle. Again, it was very much a case of if we went left, he'd kick off because he'd want to go to the shop in Bishop's Castle. And we were like, what is it about the shop in Bishop's Castle? And it was just because that time we took him there's no trolleys in this little shop in Bishop's Castle, so we'd walk him around it. Turns out it wasn't Bishop's Castle specifically, it's just the fact that he's sick of being in trolleys and just wants to walk around. So we take him to like Aldi or Sainsbury's now, and if we need to do a food shop, I'm on Thomas Patrol, where me and him are just running around, like, and he just runs up and down the aisles just laughing his ass off, just because like the freedom of there's people around, it's noisy, and I'm used to it now. Mish is doing the actual food shop, and it's just that kind of keeping him entertained, following him around, having fun, so she can actually get the shopping done, and then meet at the till, pay quickly, because there's like this. I just picked up a bag of sweets. Why aren't we opening them now? And I'm like, because you've got to scan it all first. Yeah. So it's like trying to get... actually, that scanner thing's an actually godsend. They don't do them in Aldi, but in Sainsbury's it's a godsend because you can just go, pay, out. But yeah, it's very much like this tag team thing where you got to keep them busy.
Yeah. Aren't some of the supermarkets still doing autism hour, or have they stopped that now?
What is that?
I'm sure there was I'm sure Tesco did it. It was like
they did, but what
was that during COVID?
I think that was during COVID. Yeah, they were doing it for like OAPs.
It was like between
emergency services.
8 and 9, and I think there was no music on in the store.
The
lights were slightly dimmed.
Yeah,
and you could just, if you had like an autistic kid, you could just go around.
But they only did it around COVID, Tom.
Strange,
isn't it? Odd. Why were they doing it then?
Yeah,
but yeah, they were. I do remember that.
Bring it back.
Yeah, they should bring it. No, genuinely, they should bring something like that back. So, I mean, I'm listening to your story, right? And you kind of hear everyone's got a different story. Everyone deals with it differently. You two are clearly like a mega, like, good team, and you're just dealing with it day to day. How is he communicating? I know he's got an AAC device.
Yeah.
What's he using it? Is he using it just simple like PECs through that?
Yeah, I mean, not. It's more about what we're going to do, as opposed to him telling us what he wants. So normally, he wants to go in the garden. Yeah, you'll hear him put his Crocs on. Yeah, and he'll bring us the back door key. So that's what I want to go out in the garden now. And that can be for, like you say, 5 minutes, or we could go back there over an hour. Yeah. So whatever that is. So he'll communicate that way. Yeah. Or he started to be better. So he's realised now the air fryer is where he gets his bacon, little lard onto these little sausages and stuff. Yeah. So he'll tap the air fryer. Or he'll like he's suddenly got a fascination with white bread and butter, a lot of butter on toast.
Yeah.
Or the whole block of butter if he gets hold of it.
Wow.
So so that has been, I'm not joking, that has been as high as you can imagine on a shelf.
Yeah.
And he's worked out a way of getting it from the point of view he's pulling drawers out and created a little walking route to get there. So he'll get what he wants.
Genius.
And we got a. He'll get in the fridge. So our fridge is in the garage now, because we can lock the garage and we can do it that way.
Yeah.
But if ever we've left it open, luckily it beeps when the door's left open. So you might find a jug of milk over the floor.
Yeah.
Or you might find he's just literally holding it and waiting for, I don't know what we've done, gone to the toilet or just whatever. And then he's waiting for some porridge. So he would just kind of tell us just through actions, really. It's not really been that's something that us and the school have got to improve on, really, the AAC device.
Yeah.
And because our concern is he sees a tablet and a phone as his fun thing.
That's what we were concerned about. That.
And it's a different thing. So we've got given this iPad in the case, and it's just used for that. And that's why we use the smaller Amazon Fire type things on our phones. Although you can use your phone, so you can get and use it like that.
What we did that has worked, because we were like the same thing, because he's always on his phone or his iPad.
Yeah.
We're like, how are we going to differentiate for him? And what it seems really like simple. The thing that's worked is having a ridiculously different looking case, so that he's got this big, like, spongy protective case that's green, and that's his communication device, and then the other one is blue, and that's the one he's always had, and that's actually worked. He'll only go to the green one when he wants to try and tell us something, and the blue one, that's his, like, he doesn't try and look for his communication app on the blue one, but that's worked, and it surprised us, because we were the same. We were like, hang on, how is he going to be able to differentiate between the two? Is it going to confuse him? But it's tough as well, and with the AA thing, you need everyone to be being consistent. So it's trying to make sure that the school are doing the same things that you want to do, and vice versa. But it's tough.
We just try and update the pictures. So Lucy, the school, we will put things on there. So now he likes butter and white bread. They're on there now. Or there's a new member of staff, pictures taken. Sarah will take you to Sarah swimming. And they'll do the same thing in the classroom where they've got their plan of the day, and he will point to the cards, like, I want to go to the car, or I want my lunch. So he will do that, but at home he's always just got what he wants, which is where the
we've
LLF
had this,
comes.
and this LLF. But this is the thing at home. At home as parents, we're almost on autopilot, because we know our kids like the back of our hands. We like you were saying, when he's saying no to a Disney, any of us would be like, that's not a no, and you're like, yes, it is. It clearly is, and even not saying anything is a yes. But it's so we get so used to being in our own environment and being on autopilot and reading our kids. They almost don't need to communicate a lot of the time, because they know where the things are to communicate. I mean, Thomas, he very rarely will go past there on his AAC device. He'll just go to the cupboard, pull a saucepan out, and stick it on there, and goes like. I'm like, okay, you want some pasta?
I mean, essentially, he wants to eat, sleep, and play.
That's it. That's all.
Essentially what he wants to do. Which is probably what you all want to do.
That's it.
But and he just, I mean, we've had a few issues. Like we've got weird locks on all our doors upstairs, because he'll, either, like we said, that he's flooded the bathroom. Our house
he's flooded it.
Yeah, we've had it flooded probably twice.
Ooh.
What's he doing? Just sticking the plug on and turning the tap on?
Yeah, left it on.
Yeah.
He's got in the toilet, so we have to make sure that's that. So it's just constantly. I mean, one toilet's a real issue, and then just commodes and potties. So we've had the piss and the shit everywhere. We've had, and there are days where it's not as bad anymore, but when he's poorly, we do have. You can tell when he's poorly. He'll kind of. And then we just get the big nappy pants on him, and for a day he's not going to be great. He's never had any accidents at school. Really? Because he's kind of like he's one of those. I don't know if you're the same. No one wants to go at school.
That's so true.
Wait to get home.
Yeah, and then he's great. They always make sure so we build things. So he's got his personalised school book. So make sure he's learning to wash his hands properly. He knows to flush the toilet, and then there's things that go on. But obviously, he wants his bum wipes. He'll just.
Yeah. Thomas is.
Your turn.
Thomas is quite like. He's quite kind of shy with it. So like,
Okay.
if he's wearing a nappy and he's doing a poo, because he's basically trying to get you. He's kind of in a corner in a room somewhere on his own. He's like doesn't want you anywhere near him. So, I think it's quite sad because although he's like that when he's doing it, I imagine he isn't enjoying the fact that someone's going to clean him up.
Yeah.
So, but
he's kind of aware.
He's just like, fuck yeah, okay, come on, let's do it. And you think, well, if you don't even want to do it when we're in the same room, then the idea of having to clean you up is probably a bit embarrassing for you. And he's only 6.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, Indio's crazy with needing the toilet. So he's much better now. So he used to go in bedrooms and do a corner, thinking that was fine, all over the carpet.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why we've got the locks upstairs.
Yeah.
But now it's just a little bit. He'll go in the garden, have a wee.
Oh really?
Okay.
And we've just kind of gone. We've tried. We went for a phase of just stopping him.
I'm with you there, Matt. I'm with you.
We're just letting him. I mean, it's a bit. I don't know if anyone's looking over the garden fence, but it's just literally.
Rather outside than inside.
But it's great for the grass.
Yeah.
But
Just marking his territory.
Yeah, and we're just like, because he has this thing with water, he will have lots, and we are worried about it. But again, the dentist said if he's drinking a lot of water, he's cleaning his mouth.
Yeah, of course.
So they're quite. He's got no issues.
Yeah.
Him drinking water, and obviously he doesn't like fizzy pop. Doesn't have squash.
Brilliant.
He went for a phase of having like a fruit squash.
Yeah.
But that's all he drinks, water.
It is just water and milk.
Milk.
That's
yeah,
it.
with cereal.
We tried
yeah.
putting the tiniest bit of squash in the water, and she knows straight away.
So I use the squash for the melatonin. Just I've not tried the tablet myself, but I can imagine it's quite chalky.
You on tablet 4? Is it tablet then?
Yeah, so we crushed the tablet, and then that was another issue. The pharmacies were going, you're not allowed to crush the tablet because he was supposed to have 5 milligram or 6, and you can't get it in that tablet form. So we had different pharmacies and consultants saying, yes, it's fine to crush it, just make sure they have the whole amount because you're getting less.
In children's wards and neonatal, the nurses do crush it between 2 spoons.
But again, it does say not to. It does say not to crush.
But you can get it in. We had it in liquid form.
You did, didn't you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we said because of Lydia, and her refusing to eat, her relationship with food, you can never. You try and introduce something to her, she'll move her head. She's suspicious straight away.
Yeah.
Trying to get a tablet into her was not working. No. And we tried crushing it and everything else like that, and it wasn't working. And then we just went back to the GP and said, or the paediatrician, we needed some liquid form. And they were like, okay, yeah, no problem. So here's a prescription. I was like, you could have just given it to us on the start, rather than
that would be the standard.
They're autistic and this age, So you can if you request it.
Even a typical kid, like why would you not?
So now it's just it's liquid form. We measure it out straight into a bottle of milk, shake it, boom, 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 and she knocks the whole thing back when she was on melatonin.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So that might be easier than crushing it. At least you're getting the exact dose.
I just crushed the 2 milligram tablets. He has 3 tablets.
Yeah.
I crush them in like a little. It's my old espresso cup, so I use that, crush that. It's normally 3 syringes of the Calpol syringe with juice and water.
Yeah.
So he knows he's going to get 3 quick.
Yeah.
About 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And that has kind of worked. Yeah. That's about, let's give it 70% success, really, from a sleep.
Yeah.
Or he'll come up, like I said before, and he'll get into bed with me, and then he'll sleep, or we'll have to move bed. It's called lottery, whatever we're doing. And then it's just making sure he gets enough. We know if he gets enough sleep, the day is just easier for him. That's the only one constant we know.
Yeah,
sleep's easier because then if he has a bad night's sleep, we can't we'll go right. If he has a nap, he can't go past say 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So if he has, we'll go right. 12 o'clock's the cut off. He needs an hour. We can have an hour, but we can't let it go any later because then we're going to be in that snowball effect.
Yeah.
And we just have to be we're just disciplined with it.
Yeah.
And sometimes he's nodding and he's going, no, India, right, we're going to, and then we'll jump on the trampoline with him, or we'll do something a bit more, put his favourite film on, give him more. And some ways it doesn't really matter. He can have more sugar. It doesn't really affect. He'll eat late.
Yeah.
So he won't. He'll sometimes not. I mean, I don't think he's ever had a hot meal. I think he has his cold generally anyway. But he does like he's experimenting with things. So he tried Frankfurt sausage the other day, and he's got an obsession with salami. I don't know why. He just likes. And they say we heard that they like the strong smells and the strong tastes. But he's finding them, and if it works, so we're constantly. So we go to all you can eat restaurant in Telford. I don't know if you've been. Unami, is it? Next to TGI Fridays.
Okay, yeah.
So there, it's basically and it's fantastic. You're Indian, China, and every time we go, you get it's great for us. We love it, and then you just get in different things. So he has salami. He'll have your pizza slice. You can give him a bit of an Indian, try it. Does he eat it? No. And the beauty is, he doesn't eat it. Right, fine. Next. Yeah. And you can do this process of
elimination. It's all you can eat, it doesn't matter.
So he had a few Doritos.
So is it just food from around the world?
Food from around the world, yeah, in Telford.
Go there.
Right, on a Sunday, because you can have the Sunday roast. They'll put the Sunday roast on as well.
Brilliant. You still have the curry and everything.
You can have the curry and everything.
I said before, Lydia surprised us because we made a homemade curry and it was a little bit hot.
I remember you saying about this.
And then we just mixed it with a bit of rice, and I thought, I'll just dip my finger in it, put it on her lips, and she was like, ugh. And then she started coming back to the bowl, and I was like, right, she's interested.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we're giving her a bowl of it. So it is literally strong flavours, strong food.
It's weird,
sensory again, those things.
She's a sensory seeker. Yeah. So,
and his plate looks crazy. So he'll have salami, he'll have mac and cheese, he'll have some Dorito crisps, he'll have some plain rice, and then you're mixing like, I don't know, a Kinder bar or something, or whatever, or a bit of porridge. Like he has gone through the thing of wanting the really grainy porridge as well, not your traditional ready break. He went off that quite early. It's got to be the proper oaty.
Yeah, big fat oats.
And even now he doesn't want it microwaved. So it's literally a case that you can just give him a second bowl, stir the milk in, and he's not even bothered because he's got to the point where he's got himself. Obviously, he doesn't use the microwave. He doesn't want it hot. So you just work, and yet we used to always give it him hot and wonder why he didn't want his porridge. But we found that all you can eat is a real good.
That's a great tip.
Because it means as a family we can go out.
It's a really good shout, that is.
You know,
I'm going to mention
not wasted any
it's
money because
it's
it's all
nice.
you can eat, and you can get to try.
And the kids are off. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Again, that sort of place there. Indio, does everything stay on the plate, or does half of it end up on the floor? Is this sort of thing going on?
He's generally quite good.
Is he good? Yeah. Lydia's very much
Yeah, I mean, he used to. But I think he sees it as that's his food. I don't know. He's got to a point where he's just that little bit, well, this is my food now. I mean, we do joke like the floor sauce and that. He will just eat anything. But he does generally keep, and he will carry a plate either into the playroom or into the lounge. And we put covers on. You know, sometimes he's not great. The spoon, when he eats, so there's recommended we have these really heavy spoons to keep him the right way up. And they are seen as autistic cutlery type thing, but they're really heavy, and it's to encourage, because he'll eat the spoon the wrong way around. So he'll scoop it, and he's done it quick enough now where he doesn't quite. He still get, because it's a bit thicker. He can still get it in his mouth. So it's to encourage him to, if ever he had like a soup or something, or something. But it's literally beans. I mean, beans he makes a bit of a mess. And then he loves chocolate spreads, Biscoff spreads. We always get the cheap ones from Aldi, can't afford the Nutellas. But the Biscoff spread, he likes that. There's a cookies and cream one. So he's going through all these different chocolate spreads, essentially. So we get them all. We get like 5 or 6 different tubs. That's normally what we pick him up for school with. And it's just his little enjoyment. You get that sugar hit. I don't know. He enjoys that. Or it's quite smooth. And he's getting these different tastes. So sometimes there's a spoon in that one, a spoon in that one. Spoon in that one. Which one do you want? And he'll have a little look and see which one he wants. And he'll take the cookies one, the white one, or he'll take. Oh, I want the Nutella to. And he'll
making choices.
He's whatever he wants. And then we can, I don't know, put the dishwasher on, or does Bessie need to want to watch something on telly, or shall we watch something on telly? And we're building in these more family things now.
That's good.
But you have your battles, your wins, and and we call these little wins, really, I suppose. The big thing is, did he sleep? How did he eat his lunch at school? And there's some weird things he really likes. So they do them in Sainsbury's down the Polish aisle. They're these long corn crisps.
Yes, I've seen them.
They're not very they're just dry, and they literally taste like weird corn, and he loves them.
Okay.
But he'll dip them in like a sour cream and chive dip.
Oh yeah.
So we had I can't remember what we had, whether it was some sort of fajitas or something, and we just got the dip, and he just tried it. didn't like the nacho one, didn't like the guacamole, but the sour cream and chive, he'll sit there with a little pot. But now he's got to a point now where he's yeah. So we have to, like, that's his Saturday night one.
Brilliant.
So
Dip
Saturday
my face
night,
in it instead, yeah.
So that's kind of what we try and build in the treats on the weekend to give that he's at home with us. Like I said, at school we struggle sometimes. So he has his Saturday night dip when we watch. I don't know, what do we watch now? Strictly's on, whatever. Try and sit, the three of us will watch that, and he'll come in and out, and he'll bring in different snacks. And you'll hear him banging, right? Let's press pause. Is he okay? What does he want?
Yeah.
Right, he wants to watch this. His tablet's not working, or he's broke another one. We've got to get another one sent off. But yeah, fun and games, yeah, like you guys.
Yeah, it is. It's mental, isn't it?
Oh, that's good, man.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, we haven't had a dad on. Who's the last? Was it Sean?
It might have been
feel like it was
Sean.
I feel like
No,
it
was
was
it
Sean.
Michael?
It was Mike.
Yeah.
It just goes to show, and the thing that keeps coming up is, like, I'll be honest, your life sounds pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're having a bit of a crazy life. People do the same for me and do the same for Andy. They'll look at our lives and be like, but then these kids are all so different. Everyone thinks like autistic and okay, cool, you all do this, they all do this, and they all do that. But they don't. They're all so different. Your life to me sounds crazy. You would look at some of the shit I do and be like, Jesus Christ, that sounds crazy. But I just think it's really important that people can hear all these different stories and the way you deal with it. And I think, like, you seem super chill. You seem
It's taken.
You seem really chill with it.
It's more recently.
Yeah.
I think I've always got, like, there are people, if I know who will go back and watch it, we won't even know that Indio's got autism because they've never seen him or that they know of him. And I'm not, I don't know if I've dealt with it right. I don't know. I don't know if the things that you guys have done and other people have done have just given me that. Yeah, why not? It's not a taboo. It's not.
It's not.
And I don't know if it. I know, my parents, Lucy's parents, everyone's been like, but they're so far away. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And we're always like, well, they've got their own lives. We don't want to.
Yeah.
Got their own problems to deal with as well. Everyone has. Yeah.
And we've just worked at it really.
Yeah.
We've had horrendous days.
Yeah.
But we've had some really great times with him.
Yeah.
And just enjoyable moments. I mean, I just like we want for him, and the same for your children as well. Like, what does he want?
Yeah.
Do you know? And we can't find out what he actually wants.
No. Yeah.
And that's it's the guessing.
Yeah.
We're constantly doing a trial and error every day. Right, what's the trial and error today?
Yeah.
And then you win, and then you it didn't work.
I didn't ask
So,
you
like,
this earlier. Did you find that, like, with we haven't really talked about like meltdowns, but bad days. Have you found that as his communications improved, and you guys have kind of been preempt what it is that he wants, that those kind of things have lessened? Have the meltdowns kind of reduced as the communications got better?
I think we're getting different kind of meltdowns.
Okay.
I think now it's like I said earlier. He's that emotional. He wants to have a cry.
Yeah.
But without. I don't know. I don't know if he's trying to hurt himself. He's going through a bit of a phase where he bites his hand.
Yeah.
And you see like a little bite mark when he's getting mostly annoyed.
Yeah.
And then the banging and the slamming the doors.
Yeah.
So what I found is the best thing for me to do at that point is to get into bed with him, just sit there. What do you want? And he'll normally grab my leg. He'll just relax. He'll calm down, and it's like a comforting thing. So I do a thing like on the couch. We'll start a set. It's going to happen, and it normally is. It always happens around dinner time normally. So it's just a case of I wrap him around me, I sit him on me, and it's just a little rock. You're fine, and that kind of calms him a little bit.
Yeah.
We do have. He'll run up the stairs. He's gone. We've got to go after him quick.
Yeah.
Is this door locked? Is the bathroom locked? As in I forgot to lock a room or something, and he's gone in and he's got hold of Lucy's makeup, or he's gone through, and what he gets the roll-on deodorants, and he like licking them. So I'm like, he's got my deodorant again, or he's peeled, or he's got all of Lucy's makeups out of a bag or whatever or stuff, and he's lined them all up. But he's eaten every one.
Oh no!
So he'll get the mascara.
They're so expensive as well.
So it's like, and obviously it would be my fault.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, it probably was.
Goes
to be
without
fair.
saying.
But these are little things. So Bessie's room was the first room that we had to make sure, like, so we'd get all of her felts.
Yeah.
You'd bite all the nibs off,
Oh,
so you'd see purple everywhere, or you see red everywhere. And you see his face just covered in like red or purple. I think it's blood at first. I was just eating a felt. So
I
like,
don't know what's worse in that
well,
situation.
yeah. And then we just so he's a bit at home upstairs. He's kind of like locked, but we'll open one room so we know the carpet's damaged, the bed's not great. You know, if he makes a real mess in there, it's not a real issue.
Like,
but he likes it in there.
We're kind of going, like, we're laughing a little bit at this because we can see similarities or things that our kids do, which are slightly unusual.
I'll tell you what, I'll laugh at that in a minute.
But then we're also not nodding in acknowledgement, going, yeah, I get that. And this goes back to what we said before. Anybody else that's got neurotypical kids looking at this go, what the fuck is this about?
Here you go. This is what's making me laugh, right? We've been sat here talking for nearly an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
Right. No, that's not a problem. We were sat here talking for nearly an hour and a half, and these things are so normal for you. It's taken you an hour and a half, and it was kind of me asking you a question that's got you to tell us that your kid eats fucking makeup.
Oh yeah.
And felt tip ends.
And my deodorant.
And your deodorant.
And deodorant, yeah.
Like that, but that for anyone listening to this, that even if you haven't got an autistic kid, like our lives that are fucking crazy, objectively crazy, you get used to these things because you have to, because it's just part of your life. And even when you're sat having a conversation with two other dads with similar kind of kids, you haven't thought to bring it up because it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's things that I will talk about or not talk about, and it'll just come out and people will go, how have you never told me that before? That's just a perfect example. We sat hour and a half and you've just told us.
Because it's so normal in your everyday life that you
because
don't
we know now we have to stop it, so the makeup is put in a bag and that door's locked, so it doesn't happen now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it's like when he was younger and we're in the stimming. So we realised he had like a little camper van, and you used to turn it over and you'd stim the wheels, and then so the typical signs. So and we stopped him doing it, and it was almost like, well, he will do the thing. He will not stop doing it.
Yeah.
So and these are things that he started to do, and he still likes to line up crayons.
Yeah.
And the pencil, so he'll bite the tip of the pencil crayons, but he won't ever bite the white ones.
Huh.
No, we don't know. We joke. We say, he's very racist. He doesn't like the white ones. And there must be a flavour to it or a taste that's different. So always get him a pack of crayons when we go to the supermarket. He'll eat the packaging. He'll bite the nibs off, and then that one's done. And the psychologist said, and I said, I'm having to buy another pack. And she said, well, you sharpen the pencils. I said, I really want to sharpen the pencils. Because you don't really want to encourage, you know what I mean?
What is it? Right. I don't know. Someone has said this before. What is it that made, when he was spinning the wheels as a stem, what made you stop that? What made you think, I need to stop that? Because I've heard someone else say that. I think
at the time, it was, you're still dealing with the fact that is he autistic, is he not? You're trying to stop him being autistic.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what I don't know.
I don't know.
I did this with Lydia.
Somebody asked me the other day, and I didn't try and stop Thomas, but I remember thinking like getting anxious about it. And now in hindsight, I'm like, but it's a stem. Like, it's just something. But I remember, that's what I was asking. I remember thinking, like, oh my God, why is it? Almost like, I need to stop this because it'll then stop the autism happening.
Yeah,
like it could be,
I can nip it in the bud.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like it's
Genius.
like that. Like,
I'll show Donald Trump, just get in there.
I need to stop it.
Yeah.
But that's. Yeah.
And I think it's just age, isn't it? Like you say, yours are a little bit younger, so I think we've gone where you were like, well, if he stops that, he won't do that, and he won't do that.
Yeah, like it stops the snowball of.
All I found is like, the stims change.
Yeah, that's exact. And now
it doesn't stop. It's like, oh, this stim's gone now. Oh, you've brought this one back.
Yeah.
Oh, I've not seen that one for a while. Oh, that's new.
And I always make a point now. So we were at the school today. It was like a parents get together at the school. It was really nice, and it was our first time going into Thomas's class. And some of the lads in there, this one lad, he had the best stim. It was amazing. He was building this Lego tower, and he was just with a smile on his face, but he was like tensing his body up, and he was already going, this smile on his face. And his mum came in, and I went, he's got the best stim. I love that stim. He looks so happy. and I'm saying that now, knowing what a stim is. But I remember a stim like that, I would have been embarrassed by it, or I would have been trying to shut it down, like that. You know, nip it in the bud. Nip the autism in the bud.
Nip the autism in the bud quick.
Yeah, stop the autism. So I always find myself now, like if kids are stimming, I always find myself going, that's great. Yeah. Just because at the end of the day, they're doing it because they're trying to.
They're regulating themselves.
They're regulating themselves. That's the word.
They're regulating themselves. It could be joy.
Yeah, like,
imagine going to a kid who's really happy, that's neurotypical, and going, stop that.
Stop doing
Get
that thing
smile off your face.
Like Thomas has changed. Like his is now just whistling. So he's done this thing where it used to be like very physical. Like, you know, real like, twitching and just tweaking out. Now he's just going.
Lydia's used to be a lot of the rocking, but now it's just she just likes making static noise, like
like
that.
We said about that. Like
so we're just like,
TV.
We're trying to watch a bit of TV, and all we can hear is. We won't watch TV then, will we?
I mean, we find the spinny. He's got this spinny chair where he regulates. I don't know if you've seen him. It literally goes it's rapid.
Is it like the curved?
Yeah, little curve, big metal frame.
Yeah, it goes. Yeah,
I can't get. Thomas has got one.
It's really good.
He can't do it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
He's like, he sits on it. He's like, yeah, push me, and I'm like, if I start, I'm never going to be able to stop.
Well, he just does it himself. So he's going on into a rate of knots.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And you think he's going to fly off it. And the mad thing is, you probably know it as well. He gets off and he's not dizzy.
Yeah.
And that must be an autism thing.
Yeah.
Because we were worried to start with. He's literally going to get off and he's going to fly into the couch or he's going to go into the telly.
Yeah.
And he literally just gets off it. Yeah. And he's been going, honestly, it's so fast.
And they do that. I mean, they have to tuck in a little bit, don't they?
And I mean, he's getting big now. He's probably a little bit too. But you'll hear it. And he's going like. But he loves it.
But there must be something about the brain that prevents them from getting.
But he wants it as well, which is weird.
Seeks it out,
or it's getting to a point where, and I can't believe he just gets off it.
Yeah.
Because we go to Bessie, go on, Bessie, you get on it, have a go. And she'll like, oh no, he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, I've sat on it and done like 3 or 4 spins, and I'm like, nah, I'm getting off this. But yeah, like, I mean, he can Thomas will stand and spin on the spot, like fast. Like wicked fast. Like, how are you doing this fast? And then he just stops and laughs.
The only thing we found, he will now pick it up and put it where he wants it. So he'll take it to the top of the stairs, and it's heavy.
So it is, yeah.
So he'll carry it, and it's almost like he's like almost hanging off the top of the stairs.
Yeah,
because he's got no fear.
Yeah,
and Lydia's
got no fear. Yeah. That's a common trait, isn't it?
Yeah,
we put that video up from the 1960s, didn't we? That black and white video of autistic kids. And they were like saying, one of the things that these children have is a lack of fear. And it was just a boy on some scaffolding, just like leaning over, like
in the car.
Yeah, and the car. I couldn't believe the boy in the scaffolding. He must have gone. We'll take the video, stick him up there, 20 feet.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, that's a video that was made in that time. They could get away with it.
He was just like leaning over, and I was just like,
we need to film these autistic kids. We need to, let's get one in the middle of the road and let's drive a car
towards it. Yeah.
Let's get another one and stick him up in the scaffolding.
Wow.
Like, you wouldn't get away with that. No.
Sadly.
Thank you, mate.
No, brilliant.
Really appreciate it. There's loads of nuggets in there. There's loads of useful stuff.
Yeah.
That people are going to take away. We'll clip it all up, but especially like around the things that entitlements as far as help with. I mean, the stuff for your house and your garage.
Yeah, it's just when you don't realise until you need it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also, guys, best of luck. I know you're training now. Have you done your first run yet?
I did my first run about a month ago, then I did another one about 3 days ago. I'm just not doing it. I know what's going to happen. Do you know what it is? I give it part of the reason. We've got this runner app, and the runner app, you put the date in, and then it's like, when's the date? This is the date.
It just don't start till.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You start training in December. I think.
Yeah.
December. So something in me is going. I'll just chill out till December.
Just chill out.
Rather than making the most of it and starting now. That's kind of what keeps happening.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm going to say it again because
keep saying it every episode.
Every episode, we're going to hammer you with it. We've obviously, Andy, you put up the podcast clip about the marathon, and we've had how many? Very generous donations.
We've had close to £600
today.
Right. Yeah. So thank you
thank you very much. And I think the point we were making last time was obviously we've got such a amazing following.
Yeah.
A small amount.
Yeah.
Actually, if a lot of people gave a small amount, and I know times are shit, times are tough. Don't feel like because I get it. I think some people are like, I want to donate, but oh god, I can't donate just £1. You
can.
absolutely can. Just donate £1.
Can.
You can donate 50p. You can donate 25p. Whatever it is. There's such a following. Sounds like a cliche. Every little literally helps.
Yeah. We've said it. Like, we've got 60,000 people following us. 50p from every single follower. That's £30,000. Boom.
And Ambitious About Autism are going to be helping a shit ton of young autistic adults with that.
Absolutely. So, if you can donate, super. It's not about the amount. It's whatever you can throw into the pot.
100%. It is not about the amount. It's just about chucking a little bit in there.
Yeah.
Just to
it just stacks up.
Help us out and get across that line.
It'll help us train as well, because once we know the money's there, then we can't get out of it. We'll have to put those running tights on and run round and.
And Ambitious About Autism, even without looking for it, I keep every time something is on the TV and it's about a young adult. And I'm guessing it's a bit like that red car thing where you get a red car and then always see a red car.
Yeah.
Because we're doing this, I keep hearing about Ambitious About Autism and the work they're doing.
Yeah.
And I feel like Thomas is going to be living with us for the rest of our lives. But a lot of adults that kind of can go into work and can go into some kind of limited accommodation with their peers. And I think this is where these guys come in.
And I think what we'll try and do is we've had a bit of a chat with Ambitious About Autism. They've said that they could make one of the CEOs available for a conversation or a podcast episode. So before we do the London Marathon, we'll take them up on an offer and try and make that happen as well. And they can tell you a lot more about what
I'd love to learn more about what they do, because I know they're an amazing charity. So, okay, cool. Thank you very much, guys. Daniel, thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. Hell of a story. And guys, we'll see you for number 20.
Jeez.
20,
man.
We'll see you for number 20 next week.
Thanks very much.
Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye.
Take care. Bye.